Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk about my heartbreaks. The heartbreaks I've had over the years and how they've molded me into this heartless ass person. Just kidding. For some reason, I am still not a heartless person. I still do care. But I'm not trying to be in nobody's face and I don't want nobody in mine. I will say, since I was a kid, right? Which is ridiculous because I was a kid or like a preteen, teenager. Still to me, that's a kid. And since I was a kid, I would get in these relationships. I'd have these boyfriends, and these people would tell me that they wanted another girlfriend, or they wanted a side piece and me, or I didn't have enough of this, or I didn't have enough of that, or they just didn't treat me well. I guess because I wasn't what they wanted, you know. So I would always ask God this question: why am I never enough? Why am I never enough? Like, and at the end of the day, it wasn't me. Well, it was me. It was me because I was attracting these people, and I was attracting people who thought of me exactly how I thought of myself, which I guess back then I didn't think of myself in any type of way. I didn't think of myself as deserving, I guess, of whatever I thought I wanted, because I don't know what I wanted back then. But all I know is I wasn't being treated the way I should have been treated. And I would always ask this question: why am I never enough? But now that I'm older, I see that I just didn't love myself enough. I just didn't love myself enough to understand that I was not being treated the way I should have been treated. I didn't love myself enough to treat myself the way I should have been treated. I didn't love myself enough to say, hey, this guy ain't shit. No, I hated myself. I had to have hated myself because I allowed people to walk all over me, to control me, to beat me physically, okay? To break me down emotionally, to fuck with my mind mentally. I allowed this stuff to happen. I allowed my heart to get stepped on because I didn't know who I was and I didn't know who I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted from my life. And it's so funny because now that I know who I am, or at least I'm starting to know who I am, I'm starting to know what I want. I don't want a relationship. Crazy. I just want to heal. And that's not to say that sometimes I don't crave like having someone to talk to all the time, someone that I'm actually interested in, someone that I want to be around all the time. That's not to say that I don't crave that sometimes. But I know me, like I would get bored. I would get bored very easily. And to be honest, I feel like I became like just like my oppressors. And so because of that, I just think it's best not to be in a relationship. You know, it's best to find myself. It's best to seek my own heart. You know, it's best to seek out what I feel is best for my life, for my mental health. And it's just so crazy when I think about all the times I let people just literally walk on me. Did I love myself? Did I care about myself? And do I even know what love is? Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know what love is. Or, like, a lot of people don't know how to love. And I think I'm still learning how to love. crazy. It just came to mind, this thought. Because we truly allow people to treat us terribly because we're treating ourselves terribly. We're treating ourselves the exact way that we're letting people treat us. And that's no good. Because now we need to heal. I know I do. Anyway. Let me know if that resonates with anybody. Do you love yourself enough not to let people walk all over you? Do you love yourself enough not to let people put you down? And it's crazy because sometimes in the household, it's the people we grew up with. It's the people who raised us who put us down. So we're raised on this belief system that we ain't shit anyways. And then we get into relationships that allow other people to treat us like we ain't shit because we don't believe that we are anything. But really, we are kings and queens of the Most High. And it's really hard to even grasp that. It's hard to grasp the fact that we are kings and queens of the Most High. We deserve so much more than what we put ourselves through. It's hard sometimes to not think of ourselves as worthy. You know, it's hard sometimes to not think of ourselves as perfect as we are. That's what healing is about. I know I say that's what healing is about a lot, but that's what healing is about. Healing is really about digging deep into yourself, to your heart, figuring out what you want for your life, for your own self, for your future, for your present moment. Because some of us are in relationships right now that we do not deserve. Some of us are letting people walk all over us and treat us like shit. And we know it ain't right. And we stay. My ex literally told me to my face that he was misogynistic. And back then, I didn't even know what that shit meant. And so I just kikied and kept it pushing. And me kikiing and keeping it pushing allowed this man to treat me any type of way, to where he put hands on me, to where I uprooted myself, moved all the way the fuck over to where he was, and let him tell me that he didn't love me anymore. Like, nigga, what? Crazy. But it's because I didn't understand. I didn't understand misogyny. I didn't understand that I didn't love myself. You know, I didn't even fathom that I didn't love myself. We got to start healing. We got to start healing these traumas. We got to stop allowing people to treat us anyway. We have to stop treating ourselves any type of way. We have to stop treating ourselves as if we don't matter. We have to start validating our own feelings. We have to start accepting ourselves for who we are and loving ourselves just the way Source loves us. And I do believe once a broken person, I don't even want to call any of us broken, but once someone who has had traumatic experiences starts to realize and starts to understand that that is not the way, then the healing can start. And to anybody who is out there going through anything with any relationships, doesn't matter if it's your girl or your man or your parental figure or friends, or colleagues, cousins, if you know they're not treating you right, let them go. Let them go. And start loving yourself. Start loving yourself enough to put you first. Start loving yourself enough to say that if this doesn't make me happy, then I'm not doing it. Start loving yourself enough to say if this is not satisfying, it's not worth it. Just like a job. If a job is not satisfying you, quit. Okay? I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that nobody knows where the hell it came from. And all I can say is that when I was diagnosed and when I started feeling the effects of it, I was working at a job. Okay? At a job that was stressing me out. With employees who were not treating me well. Or excuse me, not employees, co-workers. With co-workers who were not treating me well. With bosses who were not treating me well. I could literally feel my happy level, my happy meter drop a few points as soon as I walked into the place. That's when I knew I had a problem. But then my body literally had to break down for me to accept that I needed to quit. Don't be like me, y'all. Don't be like me. Listen to your body, but don't wait until your body's given up on you to leave a situation. Know your worth. That's all. Love y'all.